World Series post-game show live right here on Haps TV. The Los Angeles Dodgers take a 2-1 lead in the World Series with a 6-2 win over the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, so if you haven't done so, make sure you download the Haps app. Just download right to your phone. It's free. Do it right now. Support me. You can go ahead and, if you want, go ahead and help brother out, sponsor this show, sponsor this podcast. I even got things where you can like leave gifts and stuff. So go ahead and do that. But yeah, Dodgers get the win, just in cruise control. Buehler, well, first of all, Turner, home run in the first inning, and that would get them going. And that was it. He hit a home run left field, and then Buehler just was wheeling and dealing, just absolutely striking out his opponents. Here's a pitch right there. Boom, he's throwing that heat. So, and I'll show you another video, another one. Boom, got him. So just an absolute, incredible game. If you enjoy good pitching as by a team that you're rooting for, then this was the game right here. As tonight he went 6 innings and struck out 10 batters and had 1 earned run. He would take the all-time move up to second in the all-time list for the Los Angeles Dodgers for the most strikeouts in second in strikeouts by Dodgers. So number one, of course, is Clayton Kershaw. But what I saw as just somebody going out there just owning it and said, look, you know what? This was supposed to be a big pitching match. It was supposed to be him versus Morton. Morton didn't even last a full 5. The Dodgers got to him early, and that's what they had to do. They just showed that they are the powerhouses. Top of the third inning, Max Muncy hit a sharp line drive, and that allowed Corey Seager and Justin Turner to score. And then in the top of the fourth, on a sacrifice bunt from Austin Barnes, we saw Cody Bellinger score, and then Mookie, of course, he was going to get his in as he hit a single in center field that would lead to that would lead to Jock Peterson scoring. And then, the Rays would get one. They would get one, that 1 earned run that they would get off of that 1 earned run that they would get off of Buehler. And that would allow them to go ahead and score. What up, Mark? Mark in the chat. Go blue. Absolutely. But yeah, Willie Adams, he had a double that allowed Margot to score. That was in the bottom of the 5th. But then coming right back in the top of the 6th, we saw Austin Barnes hit a home run. And that would be, all the Dodgers needed. And, I'm going to be honest with you. I was sitting here getting all things together for the show, and I said, all right, I got getting all my show elements in, and can I get one more, maybe get a walk or something. And you can see that's the home run from earlier. But I said, if I could just get a walk or something, right? And of course, the guy, Arozarena, hits a home run left field, and he's tied with Nelson Cruz, Barry Bonds, and I forgot the other person. But they're, most home runs in the postseason. And guess what? I don't think he's done yet. And it's also incredible because he's a rookie. He also dealt with a positive COVID-19 test. So, just so much for this young man to overcome. That doesn't mean I'm rooting for him, to be honest with you. I'll root for him next year, which is going to be difficult because he is an AL East, and y'all know I'm an Orioles fan, so I don't want to root for nobody in the AL East, to be honest with you. But, I do like good baseball players, and for the most part, I root against teams. There's not too many people that I root against. At one time, it was Jose Bautista, but Dodgers getting it done tonight, and I think this is the first time. I was making sure I did my research. This is the first time they led in the World Series in these past as they're on their third World Series out of the past 4 years. They went down 2-1 against the Astros, and they went down 2-1 against the Red Sox. Red Sox beat them 4-1. Astros, we know that went 7 games, and they had a little help from some trash cans, possibly. I'm just saying, but it's great to see the Dodgers get their talent always rises to the top. And I think that the Dodgers are going to do it, honestly. But they jumped out there in game 1. Game 2, like I said the other night, I felt it was kind of it was a 6-4 game. The other night it was 8-3, and people say, look out. Then tonight I saw some people say on Twitter, like, man, I wanted to see 7 games. We saw the bats get going. If you're putting up 8, 4, and 6 runs, that means the bats are going. I want to see how the pitching holds up tomorrow. Now, folks, I won't be here for game 4 and possibly not 5. I got to work early on Sunday, but you can follow me out. I'll probably tweet something about it. But honestly, I'll probably go to sleep, so I'll probably miss the game tomorrow. But, looking ahead, the Dodgers have Julio Arias going, which I'm excited. He's 4-0 this postseason. He's also throwing at, he got 0.56 ERA, 16 strikeouts. So they bringing out their big guns. No doubt about it. I would definitely think I think the Dodgers will go out there and take care the Rays again. But Justin Turner tonight, 2 for 5, a double and a home run, and so they've been fun to watch. But obviously the story of the game, just to start in pitching, to see Buehler go out there and Walker Buehler go out there and just dominate. He just straight dominated the Rays. And if he pitches like that, if he can get some help, obviously he had the run support, but if his guys start pitching like that too, they are in trouble. And this could be over quickly. This could be over Sunday. It really could. Now, if it is a 3-1, I'm going to do my best to stay up, because if the Dodgers win, I got to be here. That's the bottom line. I got to be here. I got to celebrate. I've been waiting for this for a while. I always said that Clayton Kershaw is my favorite pitcher, right? But it was so disappointing in those mid-2010s to see him get hung up against the Cardinals, or couldn't get to the World Series. So now, and so I've always rooted for the Dodgers, but now we almost at that point, like, yes, we almost there, Somebody says, do you do a wrestling show? Seriously doubtful. Yes, I do. I do a wrestling show. Search Brian H. Waters, search the Wrestling Realm in Google or all podcast platforms. But yeah, so it was definitely, watching him, and it was always, can he win the big one? Can he win the big one? In hockey, we saw it with Ovechkin a few years ago. Peyton Manning, it took him a while, but he finally got over the hump. Kershaw, I think this is his year, but I also look at, Dave Roberts. I want to see how he manages. And I really do. I want to see how he manages the rest of the series. But the Rays aren't going to give up. Those bats get going. Look out. They're not going to give up. I don't expect them to. It looks like, as I look on the screen, look like they may have named a starter. So I'm going to have to check that out. Let's see if they put it on the website, because it still says to be determined for the Tampa Bay Rays. And if go ahead, feel free to shoot me a note in the chat if you know who will be their starter for tomorrow. But y'all tell me what y'all looking forward to. Does this game change your mind? Do you think this still gonna go to distance? Did you not think it was gonna go to distance? Does this give you a preview? Do you think the Dodgers win this one 4-1? Or do you think it's still going to go 6 or 7? Let me know what you think. I'm still sticking with my 6. And I've been off in these playoffs, to be honest. Well, yeah, my World Series pick, I know y'all going to probably have fun with this. But my World Series pick was the Dodgers and the White Sox, with the Dodgers winning. But my NLCS pick was the Dodgers and the Braves, so I had that right. And it looked scary there for a minute as the Dodgers were down 3-1, but it seemed like they found their swag and they're going. So we seen teams in other leagues come down 3-1, and in baseball we saw the Boston Red Sox down 3-0, come back and went on to win 8 straight games all the way to the World Series championship. Now, Dodgers have already lost one, so they won't have that type of streak, but whatever they do will be incredible here on out. So, but yeah, but I'm gonna get ready to wrap up as the Dodgers have closed this. Superman Dodgers checking in. Let's go Dodgers. Superman Dodgers. Let me know. What do you think? Do the Dodgers win this in 5? Will it end in 6? Will it end in 7? You know, I'm sticking with 6. I'm sticking with 6. I think the Rays get another one. But in the NBA playoffs, when it came down to the Lakers, I had the Lakers win the conference. I said a sweep over the Nuggets. I was wrong. They won by 1. I mean, they won in 5. And then I said they would beat the Heat in 5, and they took them to 6 games. So let's see. To be honest, I think it will go 6 games. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm thinking. I just respect the Rays. I respect their game, but I think it's going to be a tight one. I think the Dodgers are just really hot. The bats are hot, and I think that they will use this momentum to carry them. So, you know, and you know, we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off, folks. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Yeah, you're right. The Rays are there for a reason. Absolutely. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you. Make sure you follow me on Brian H. Waters on Haps TV. You can follow me on all social media platforms. Till next time, I'm Brian H. Waters. Goodbye and good night.